Yes, it has to start with a small group that creates an energy field that then attracts others who want to live in an environment of love and trust and goodness and growth and wisdom and beauty and joy, all of that comes with love. And so it tends to emanate an ever stronger field and then emanate outward and attract those who are seeking that vibrational frequency. So then it spreads through the morphogenic field, and those who are called and ripe to let go of their fear. You see, the problem is the ego has been hurt by toxic love and false love, hate that disguised itself as love, and the desire to control and possess and dominate that called itself love, right? So all of those false forms have caused a distrust and fear of love. So the soul that has that love stays buried behind the defenses around the heart, and the heart can then not open. So one has to be in an environment where one feels, okay, it's safe here to open up, and I'll try it. I'll, open a little crack and let the light come in, and then see if I like it, I'll let more in. But it's usually that kind of a very fearful approach, which is why it takes time to realize you can't really be hurt. You're not really vulnerable because you're an eternal being that is not the body and is not anything that could be destroyed. So as you say, it does start with a small group. This is the history. If you look into the past, when there was a renaissance, right, or a golden age in a certain area, like on the Iberian Peninsula in the 1200s and the Italian Renaissance in the 1400s, right, and then throughout Europe, different nodes and communities would have their own little renaissance, and then usually the forces of the collective ego would come down on them, burn a few of these lovers at the stake, and then end that process again. But then the fire would spark somewhere else. So it could never be put out because it would always spontaneously combust somewhere. Now it's happening here, but it may also be happening in a lot of places that will tend eventually, I think, rapidly to form a network of consciousness that can traverse the globe and the whole noosphere of the planet and create a very almost instantaneous leap into that level of the divine light that brings the grace that ends the Iron Age and produces the new world.
It just brought to my awareness the importance that we have here of cultivating and protecting that energy field of love, because if I recognize that my ego is sprouting, let's say in a situation, not only to contain it and control it, but process it and eliminate it, purify it, because in a way we're all entangled with each other as a community. I'm speaking as an ashram and as a community, and whatever I am going through might create a glitch in the field. And so there seems to be, I just realized that, wow, it's even more important to process and to cleanse, because we have a responsibility with the rest of our tribe to maintain the highest possible vibrational frequency for everyone, and for our visitors, and for those who are online, and et cetera, et cetera.
I would say for the whole world, for nature,
world.
for all, for God, right? All of it. So yeah, we do have a responsibility, and that's why there is a Dharma that protects love and enables it to grow and be purified. Because what are we vowing when we take the vows? Non-violence, non-aggression, not lying, stealing, coveting, all of those things that then produce shutting down and fear and distrust. So yes, that's basically what we're committed to and have agreed to if we're part of the community. But you can vow it, but the ego may still resist fulfilling your commitment. And that's the internal battle that requires what Nisargadatta called earnestness, but really a depth of seriousness and of dignity that you will not deceive yourself or lie to yourself or delay doing what you have a responsibility to do, even though the ego says no, no, no. And you don't let that inner brat rule you, but you overcome it with the wisdom of the real adult soul that is already in harmony with the presence of God, and you become divinized, and that is simply becoming a being of light and love. So yes, that's our function and our mission and what we have to attain, but we have these demons that have to be slain that are the egos that we think we are. This is the catch-22 that we have to somehow get through.
Thank you.
Thank you.